Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. This is a video on how to calibrate your bike if you don't have the proper calibration parts, right? So, quick recap. You should have three parts, right? So the wedge, which is used for doing the flywheel, and then two discs, right? The two discs, let me get those in there, are used on the resistance knob. So look at my other video. I did one on how to calibrate your bike if you don't have the discs. I'm going to show you right now how to calibrate your bike if you don't have the wedge. The only reason why I'm doing this is I have started to get a ton of emails from you guys stating that when you've called Peloton to have the part shipped to you, either you tossed them when the bike was delivered or maybe they never gave them to you, but that Peloton has ran out of the part. So if your bike is just a little bit off, don't sweat it. Just keep doing what you're doing, and when you get the parts, go ahead and recalibrate. But some of you guys have, I guess, bikes that are really, really off. And you don't want to wait, okay? So this is what you can do in that case. So a couple things to get yourself a tape measure. It doesn't matter what kind, doesn't matter how long, it doesn't matter, it's metal. And the reason why I'm walking through this step is you obviously can't get this by the magnets to measure anything because it sticks, right? But still get yourself a tape measure, because what you want to do then is get something that's flat and straight. In this case, literally, I just have a piece of wood, right? Something like this. If you have just something that's flat and straight, that's all you need. And really what you're wanting to do is, and I'll walk you through the wedge, even though this is for not using the wedge, obviously. If you remember how you calibrate the bike, the wedge goes on the flywheel. You look for and adjust the resistance knob until you get a little tension, right, between the second magnet. So there's the first magnet here. It's on the other side of this orange bracket. The second magnet is below and the third magnet is back. That wedge gets pushed back, it stops on the second magnet, and you're looking for just a little resistance, and then that's where you should be, right? Well, what do you do if you don't have that? So take your flat piece of wood in this case, and take your tape measure, and you want to measure up from the bottom to 1 3/4 inches, okay? 1 3/4 inches, and put a mark on the wood. That's where that black mark is, right there. Now all you simply do, and just to prove to you that this works, I'll move the resistance knob all around. And really what you want to do is you want to take that piece of whatever you got, in my case wood, and you want to raise the calibration bracket right here, or I should say the magnet bracket, up to where that black mark is about eye level with the top of this bracket, right? So first magnet's a little lower than the bracket. You're looking at the orange part of the bracket. You want to get that as close to that black mark, right? So it's a little lower as possible. Make sure you're kind of looking at this eye level, right? Don't be looking at it from up here, because it's going to distort where that mark's at. Try and get as eye level as you can with the mark to that orange bracket. And let's see, that's probably about close. And just to prove it to you guys, I'll come back with the wedge, stick the wedge on, move it back, and there's the resistance. See? Perfect. Just like as if I had the wedge all the time. I want to stress though, this is a stopgap measure. So get yourself the parts and do it right, but in a tight bind, if you need to get this done, you can go ahead and follow these instructions along with my PDF that I offer on the website. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.